Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk all things real estate, Massachusetts, and home life. Today we're going to tackle Weston, a tiny little suburb just west of Boston, about 15 miles. So let's get started. So Weston has a population of about 12,000 people. It's about 15 miles west of Boston, about 40 miles east of Worcester, about a 45-minute drive to Providence, Rhode Island, and to Manchester, New Hampshire, and about a 3-hour drive to New York City. Weston is surrounded by Newton, Waltham, Wayland, Wellesley, Lincoln, and Natick. And even though Weston is considered a sleepy town, there's enough to do within a very close drive that you can live in Weston and still have dinners out and still go shopping and find really cute stores and boutiques and be able to get to the store, whether it's the pharmacy, hardware store, or food shopping within just a few minutes in the car. So if I were to describe Weston, I would call it, like I said before, kind of a sleepy town. Homes are spread out, homes are set back. A lot of homes are in sort of woodsy areas. If you like privacy, if you don't want to be bothered listening to your neighbors chat out in the driveway, you like that sort of more of a secluded feeling, you can find that in Weston. Weston has a lot of like country roads that are windy, not a lot of sidewalks, although you can find those neighborhoods. But typically, you get more sort of homes that are set back and private. So, if privacy is what you're looking for, Weston is a really great option. In addition to it being just west of Boston, it's also in a really great commuter location. You have the Mass Pike, which travels east and west, and you have 95, which travels north and south. There's also Route 20, which isn't quite a highway. It's like that hybrid, like 2-lane highway that also has lights. And there's also 117, which is much more of a country road that's sort of windy and back roadsy type of a deal. But a lot of people use those roads to commute. So if you have a commute to Boston, you can certainly live in Weston and get there within a reasonable amount of time. All right, let's talk schools. So Weston consistently ranks in the top 10 for schools. Weston has 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, and the total student population K through 12 is about 2,000 people. In 2024, Weston Elementary, Middle, and High School were ranked in the top 10 by Boston.com and Boston Magazine. So Weston really prides itself on high achieving schools. Now, if public school isn't your thing, there are a couple of private schools in Weston, the Cambridge School of Weston and the Rivers School. But if neither one of those suit your needs, there are lots of other private school options in the surrounding communities. In addition to that, Weston is also the home to Regis College. Like I said, Weston is kind of a sleepy town. It's downtown, doesn't have a whole lot to offer in terms of dining and shops and things like that. But because Weston abuts Wellesley and Natick and Wayland, there are a lot of options within like a really short drive to get to those places. As far as recreation goes, Weston has a lot of tennis courts. It has pickleball courts. It has over 90 miles of nature trails and over 1,800 acres of protected, open, and wooded space. So Weston really prides itself on its preservation of outdoor space. Weston also has a town pool, and the town's recreation department is very vibrant with summer concert series, summer camps, arts, crafts, and tons of youth sports options. Okay, before we head into real estate, I just want to remind you that if you're getting any value out of this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and certainly subscribe if you're interested in learning more about the cities and towns in Massachusetts and life as a homeowner. I also have a whole separate series about gardening in Zone 6. So if any of that is interesting to you, I'll put a link somewhere on this screen so you can access that playlist. All right, let's move on to real estate. It is not cheap to live in Weston. In 2024, the average sale price of a home was a smidge above $2.7 million. The average sale price for a condo was a little over $1.6 million, and the average rent is about $7,000 a month. Now, most people in Weston own their homes. There are not a lot of rentals, so you really have to keep an eye out if you're looking to rent in Weston. It's my dog. Hi, Betty. You want to smell that? Okay. All right. In 2024, the least expensive home that sold in Weston was a little over $800,000, and the most expensive home that sold in Weston was around $10 million. As far as condos, the least expensive condo in Weston sold in 2024 was around $600,000, and the most expensive was almost $4 million. Rentals, least expensive $3,500 a month, and the most expensive was $20,000 a month. So, as you can see, there's a really wide range of home prices and rentals. However, most homes sell between $2 and $4 million. Most rentals, between 6 and 8, hence the $7,000 average rental price. So it's certainly not cheap to live in Weston, but it's a beautiful place to live. Weston takes care of its town, very high achieving schools, lots of open space. Most homes in Weston have at least half an acre, with the vast majority being an acre of land. So you do get a lot for that hefty price tag. Now, if Weston is interesting to you and you want to learn a little bit more about the town and check out what's for sale, you can contact me. All my contact info is in the description below. You can also put a comment in the comment area. I always respond to comments. And if Weston isn't a town that you like to look further into, but you want to learn more about the cities and towns in and around the Metro West Greater Boston area, I work pretty much 495 east to Boston. I hope you got a little bit of value out of this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, and I certainly appreciate subscribe and just hit that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.